Hey guys, if you've watched my last couple of videos, you'll know that I was talking about how big pharma and fast food, the pharmaceutical companies, the sugar manufacturers, the lobbyists for fast food and sugar manufacturers, etc., have been manipulating mass media and manipulating scientific documents to make it look like fat was the reason for obesity, heart disease, etc., etc., etc. And, in reality, what they basically were doing is saying, hey, if people think fat's bad, they'll go low fat, so they're going to have to eat more carbohydrates. And since the sugar industry is in the business of selling carbohydrates, hey, we're going to make a lot of money on this. And they did. And I'm going to go ahead and do what the conspiracy theorists say: follow the money. Okay, that's what I'm going to do in this video. But first of all, I just want to talk about the production quality of my videos. Okay, I was making videos before, stopped for a while. Was kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out for like this whole YouTube thing. And I decided right around, New Year's 2017 that I was going to really hit YouTube hard and really work a lot on building this channel, building this brand. And I had 4 computers in my house. 3 of them crashed, and one of them I can't really use with video. My camcorder that I used to use doesn't really work very well either, okay? So I was faced with the choice to either A, wait until conditions are perfect, or B, do the best I could with what I had and start putting out content right away. And that's why I decided. So, if I answer a YouTube comment, do something with Facebook, make a video, everything's being filmed and uploaded and answered, and emails and everything right now just from my iPhone. So, I apologize, for instance, to the guy who made the comment that like he watches my videos on a big screen TV and he's got me like, I'm up in his face. Sorry if I scared anybody when I do these videos, but like I said, I'm just doing the best I can. I just got back from Best Buy. It's an electronics store in America. I bought a new laptop. I'm looking to get a mount for my iPhone so I could start using that on my tripod, and hopefully I'll start doing some more exercise videos and making a little bit better quality videos from now on. So maybe tomorrow or the day after it will start. Anyway, let's get back to following the money. Okay, so, like I said, the conspiracy theorists say follow the money, and you'll see who is really manipulating, all of like the press, all of industry, people's opinions. So I'm going to go ahead and start this off by telling a little story. Okay, I lived in Germany for a decade and a half. I had a pretty good job there. I was teaching, for like a security company. I was teaching their guys, to shoot and stuff and whatever. And on the side for a while, I was working as a bouncer for about 10 of the years, 10 of the years that I was there. I was working as a bouncer. I was head bouncer for like a place that was like a sports bar, a couple strip joints, a big discotheque. After a while, I started, my own business, which was on the side, and then after a while it became my primary method of income, which was running MMA events. So like all of my friends were like discotheque owners, managers, strip joint owners, strip joint managers. I knew a guy who had a really nice cocktail bar. I would hang out with him and we'd smoke cigars and drink cocktails and talk about business and stuff. We would cross promote, like the ring girls for my MMA events would be strippers from a strip joint. So like, I'd like promote the after party with them, or maybe a discotheque would help me sell tickets and promote my event. Then I would have the after party at their place. And it was just really cool being around business. I really thought it was cool being around businessmen. It was a very positive area, positive area of the population, positive people to be around. And so when I came back to America, I was like, hey, I'm into this whole health and fitness thing, and I had an idea. I'm like, it would be really cool to open up a place called Vinny G's, like Vincent Gironda, okay, themed restaurant where you could have steak and eggs, you could have low carb, high fat food. You could eat, if you're on the pure protein diet, you could have like, your protein meals. I wouldn't hate on vegetarians. They could have their smoothies and their, vegetarian style food. I don't drink bulletproof coffee, but if you wanted bulletproof coffee, you could order bulletproof coffee. Why not? It would be a really healthy place for me to hang out, people, like-minded individuals to hang out. And needless to say, I've been here for like a couple years in America, and guess what? I have never opened up Vinny G's, and I probably never will. And why? Because I would be bankrupt, broke, busted, before I got done signing the lease for the building, okay? Because nobody would eat there. Let's be honest. If I were to actually put money into a restaurant that catered towards, like, quote, bodybuilders, people who are interested in athletic performance and health, I would be broke from the get-go. And the McDonald's franchise owner on the left and the McDonald's franchise owner on the right would be like, sitting at home in their like silk pajamas, drinking 20-year-old scotch and smoking $50 cigars and being like, haha, this guy thought he'd be able to make money selling healthy food. Ha 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 ha. And they'd be right, because the fact is people don't want that. Okay? You talk about like follow the money, but let's seriously follow the money. Forget about who controls propaganda and whatever. The money comes out of your pocket, okay? The money comes out of the pocket of the consumer, okay? And the reason why a healthy restaurant would not survive is because nobody would fucking eat there. If I had like bulletproof coffee, or like anything with like low carb, basically, okay? People would come in, they'd be like, what the hell is that? Coffee with damn coconut oil and butter? Who the hell wants that? I want something like Starbucks where it tastes good and it's got all kinds of sugar and calories in it, And it's like, nobody would buy that. People would come in like, there you got the bacon, you got the eggs. Where's all the damn donuts and the, I want some sugar to put in my coffee and a soda and some sweet tea to drink. Hee-haw. People would be like, hey, how come I would have no waffles with no maple syrup made out of real chemical shit? Nobody would buy my food. And that's the reason why, okay? Because the fact of the matter is this, like, I said it before, and I'm going to say it again right now. If you walk into if you walk into, like, a Walmart, okay, right down the street from where I live, okay, you will see, like, aisles from taller than I am, all the way up to all the way to the bottom, both sides of the aisle, all the way down the store, like the entire like huge area with nothing but healthy breakfast options. Okay, sugary cereal, granola cereal, which is crap, and with the amount of hidden sugars and honey and everything, and it's got more sugar than damn Frosted Flakes. Basically it's just crap, and it's cheap. Why? Because there's huge amounts. There's a lot of competition. Everybody is selling some kind of crappy sugary cereal because that's supposedly the healthiest way to live. Now look at the bacon section. It's mini. It's tiny. Look at the beef. Like, there is very little beef. First of all. Second, most of the beef is like 90% lean, 93, 97% lean. Really lean. Okay? Then there's like sausage, which is crap. That's like so processed, you might as well be eating, like cutting off pieces of a rubber hose and eating that. Okay? So like the actual beef, the eggs. Let's look at the egg section. Very small, first of all. Second, inside of the egg section, you'll have, cartons of egg whites, liquid egg whites. But the thing is, the yolks are where most of the vitamins are. The fat, the cholesterol, which is actually good. You want fat and cholesterol, and then they have like these like Franken foods, like egg beaters or whatever they call them, which they look kind of like a yellowish liquid, but what they really are is like, they're supposed to be like whole eggs, but they have no cholesterol and like all kinds of crap and chemicals in them. And it's like, the same thing with butter. You have a tiny little bit of butter, and then you have margarine and all kinds of other Franken foods, which they're not healthy. They're disgusting. They're all jacked up. They will fucking kill you. But like I said, how much butter do you see? How much beef do you see? How many eggs do you see? You don't see a whole lot of real food. And why? Because nobody's buying it. I mean, imagine this, okay? If I were to go ahead and open up my restaurant, nobody would come in and eat it. Nobody would come in and eat the food, drink the drinks, or anything. Nobody would go in there because I'm not selling crap, okay? If I open up a McDonald's franchise, I'd be a millionaire overnight. But now, like, imagine this, okay? Imagine if, like, the 2,000 people or so that subscribe to my channel. And whatever, Rick Drayson, he talks about like the 70s, bodybuilder Venice Beach diet, low carb, high fat. Let's say his followers, my followers, all our subscribers were to go ahead and create like a town in the middle of nowhere. Well, guess what? You would be able to get beef and food like that for cheap. You'd be able to get salads for cheap. Why? Because that's what people eat, and there would be so much competition. The thing is, cereal is cheap because there's a lot of competition. Okay, so everybody has to drop the price on it. Another thing is the sheer volume of cereal that's being sold is enough to offset a lower price, whereas so few people are eating healthy foods like butter, like beef. Of course the price is going to be higher because, the volume is so low. How are they going to make a profit? And I understand that people who sell fast food, they have to make money. And yes, the thing is this, so where does the paper trail end? The paper trail ends with you, with the people who go ahead and buy shit. That's where the paper trail ends. That's where the money comes from. Okay, follow the money. The reason why people are selling crap is because you want to buy crap, okay? You want to eat crap. And if you were to say, if 96% of the people in the world were to say, hey, I'm not eating McDonald's anymore, I'm going to eat, at Vinnie G's, I'm going to eat steak and eggs, I'm going to eat, healthy food. Hell, be a vegetarian, I don't care, but you're not going to eat processed food. You're not going to eat sugar. You're not going to eat crappy carbohydrates. You're not going to eat margarine. You're not going to eat processed food like sausages and whatever. You're just going to eat good, solid, natural food. Guess what? McDonald's would be out of business overnight. Hershey's, all these companies would be out of business overnight. Butter, the price of butter, the price of meat, the price of eggs, the price of beef would drop because the market would be flooded because everybody's eating it. So more and more people would try to sell it. There would be competition. The prices would drop. Why do you think you go into McDonald's and you buy a hamburger for like 99 cents and you buy a salad for like $5.99? Because nobody wants the goddamn salad. Okay, I don't want a salad from Burger King either, but that's besides the damn point. I mean, imagine if it was like, you go into a restaurant where somebody serves an actual proper hamburger, actual beef with actual natural cheese on top of it, properly cooked, properly stored, properly made. Well, that's expensive. I ain't gonna eat that shit. I'm gonna go down the street to damn Burger King and buy some kind of Franken food. Half soybean, half beef, half I don't know what the hell is in it. Because nobody's gonna really buy the real food. If people are gonna go into McDonald's and be like, what the hell is this? This isn't even real meat. And what the hell's all the crap on top of it in the bun? I don't want any of that. People would walk out. McDonald's would either A, close, or B, serve proper food. Now let's talk about, let's go ahead and talk about Big Pharma, the pharmaceutical industry. Doctors, I talked in the last video I did about how doctors are getting kickbacks from pharmaceutical companies. Like if they prescribe somebody a medication and they actually, reorder the same medication a couple of times, they actually get a kickback for like every person that they go ahead and sell the drugs to. So it is true, Big Pharma is really trying to buy doctors' opinions and trying to change doctors' opinions to fit their profit model. But listen to this: if a guy has diabetes, heart disease, both, his back is all fucked up, his knees, his ankles are fucked up, and he goes to the doctor and the doctor says, okay, great, you have to lose 300 fucking pounds. You weigh 450 pounds, about 130 to 150 of that is lean mass and skeletal system and whatever stuff you need, and fucking 300 of those pounds are pure fat. It's fucking your back up. It's fucking, your body cannot produce enough insulin to keep up with that mass. That's why you got diabetes. You're going to have to give up eating ho-hos. You're going to have to give up eating crap all day. You're going to have to exercise. You're going to have to give up drinking soda, drinking beer. You're going to have to drink water. Okay? What the hell do you think the guy would say? Be like, this is fucked up. Well, you should go to my doctor. My doctor just gave me a pill. He gives me a shot of cortisone for my knees that are fucked up because I'm carrying around 300 pounds of fat. He gives me a shot in my back because my back is all tight because I'm carrying around 300 pounds of fucking fat. He's giving me fucking, medication fucking to artificial insulin that my body doesn't need if I lost 300 pounds, but he's giving me artificial insulin so I don't die because my blood sugar's through the damn roof because I have diabetes. He's giving me, blood pressure medication. Well, guess what? That same fucking guy, if he were to lose 300 pounds, and we know it because we've seen it happen before, people will lose hundreds of pounds. Hey, guess what? No more insulin. They don't have to take their blood pressure medication anymore. They don't have to take insulin anymore. They're cured of diabetes. Why? Because they lost weight. But the fact of the matter is, if your doctor were to tell you right now, you've got to lose 300 fucking pounds, stop drinking beer, stop drinking sodas, stop eating ice cream, stop eating all day, start moving, start exercising, start drinking water, you would tell them to fuck off. Now, maybe not the people that watch my channel, because, hey, most of the people who watch my channel agree with my opinion, and I'm of the opinion I'd rather stay healthy and be healthy than live on drugs and fast food. Fast food to make me sick, happy with the food, but sick, and drugs to keep the food that makes me happy from killing me. Most people are like that. I wouldn't like to live like that. But like I said, that's the reason why. Why is healthy food so much more expensive, so much harder to find than cheap food? Because nobody wants to buy it. Why is it that doctors are prescribing medication instead of telling you to go on a certain diet or trying to tell you to lose weight or exercise? Because you're not going to fucking do it. You'll leave the doctor and go somewhere else. But hey, guess what? Just buy these pills and you won't die this year of diabetes. You won't die this year of a heart attack. Your back won't hurt so much, you'll be able to get on the damn little electronic cart that will carry you around Walmart so you can buy ho-hos, And like I said, I'm not fat bashing. I'm just saying that, the money trail, the paper trace, it ends with you. If the American population or the world population were to say, fuck that, I'm not taking these bullshit drugs anymore, all I'm going to do now is exercise and lose weight so I don't have diabetes and heart fucking problems and high blood pressure anymore. All the pharmaceutical companies will be fucked. Burger King would be fucked if people didn't buy there. But why is it that they're like the biggest money makers in the world? Billions and billions of dollars going into fast food. Billions and billions of dollars going into cheap carbohydrates. Billions and billions of dollars going into going into the pharmaceutical industry for drugs that we wouldn't need if we didn't try to kill ourselves with our food and our lifestyles. So that's what it basically comes down to. Like I said, well, Big Pharma is trying to make us sick. No, you're making your fucking self sick. Big Pharma noticed that there is a market for people who are too goddamn lazy to lose weight, and they could make money keeping people who are too lazy to lose weight alive with pills. And hey, and the fact is, let's be honest, Big Pharma, listen, if Big Pharma wasn't there, the people still wouldn't lose weight. They'd just be dying sooner. I mean, let's be honest. The lifespan of people who had diabetes, I used to know it was like just a few years before insulin was created. Okay, these days it's much, much, much longer because insulin will keep you alive. But like I said, it's only keeping you alive because, you're not going to stop killing yourself with food and inactivity. If you were to start being active, start eating differently, you wouldn't need this, and Big Pharma wouldn't be as big as it is, and McDonald's wouldn't be serving millions of people a day. Anyway, just a little thing to think about, because like I said, I think it's funny every time that somebody tries to blame somebody else and Big Pharma's making us sick. We're making ourselves sick, okay? Not McDonald's, not Big Pharma, not the ho-hos dealers. It's us. We're the ones that are making ourselves sick.